Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today you're going to notice that the setup is not the same as it usually is. It's not actually a sit down video, okay? This is just a sit down moment in the video. My camera is literally leaning on medication right now. So it's very like pulled out of my left pocket type of setup. It's not about that. It's not about the setup. Today's video is like it's a mixed match of things because I wanted to do something different. So I bought a couple books. We're going to talk about those. We're going to read around about the one I'm currently reading. We're going to talk about the audiobook I'm listening to, talk about things I put down, thoughts going way through. Yeah, maybe some updates. So I haven't been able to do, I say this every video, I have not been able to do a lot of reading. It's kind of been pushed to the back of my list now because of other unfortunate priorities. I say this with lots of enthusiasm. That's why I've actually adopted like an audiobook, even though I can't really listen to that at work anyways. Whatever moment you have, you kind of just like incorporate it. You guys know. If you've watched my previous videos, you'll know I don't have much time to read, and I'm trying to like fix it in at any certain point that I can, which I'm watching a movie after this, so it kind of counteracts what I'm saying. But I'm gonna watch a movie because I've been dying to watch the movie, and then I'll read after if I have any energy left. So maybe I should switch those priorities around. No, I'm gonna do what I want. That's what's gonna happen because I'm very used to that. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with what I did today for the update portion of this video. I work Monday to Friday. Some days it's like on a Sunday as well. It's one on, one off. So 6 days a week, 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 5 days a week. And I had the whole weekend off. Monday's in 30 minutes, guys. Get ready. Tomorrow is Monday. Have to go back to work. Cannot even fathom this thought, but what can you do? Today we woke up in the morning, went to the gym, and then after that went to the beach. It is so hot in Dubai at the moment, like hot, hot, hot. It feels unlivable. Thank goodness everywhere is air conditioned here because I cannot fathom the idea of walking outside. It's just not a thing that's appealing at all unless you're going to go in the night time. It is absolutely revolting. So we go to the beach. My cousins and I, they're my cousins technically, but they're my sisters. My sisters and I, we go to the beach, and we think one in particular likes the beach. The other, not so much. So we go to the beach, the one that likes the beach. We go to the beach, and we think we're going to do it, but we never do because we are melting. So we actually just have breakfast with the environment of the beach outside the very windows where we are sitting in a comfortable air-conditioned area. So we never actually enjoy the beach. Hence, the tan is not present, okay? But there is island running through my blood, so that's fine. But anyway, we tried the beach and then we came back here. And this is very TMI, but I'm not going to give it to TMI detail, but I've had really bad stomach pain this weekend, like immobilizing stomach pain. If you know, you know. I'm lactose intolerant, and so I've weaned off of any dairy. Like, I'm the type that will still have a latte with all that milk in it because it's cheaper than buying the alternative milk. I'll still have ice cream and these things, but I had no dairy today. I'm trying to not do it because honestly this pain is unlivable. It really is so painful, and I need to avoid it at all costs. And by the way, I apologize. As a result of moving setups, the lighting is obviously not as good because I'm not putting the ring light. This is casual. Besides that, came back home this afternoon, TikToked it up, was supposed to be doing my reading, but I'm trying to not look at it as a task. It's supposed to be something that you want to do. So I'm trying to balance that. I don't know. Everything is just weighing on my brain like too much. But this is my current read. This is The Crimson Moth by Kristen Cicerelli. I think Cicerelli. Kristen Cicerelli. Love this cover, by the way. Absolutely stunning. You don't need to see me. I don't know why I'm peeking around. I'm kind of a third of the way through right now. This is very good. It is about witches. It is about a romance between a witch and a witch hunter. She is a witch in secret. She's done some things to hide this witchy reputation, and she is known as the Crimson Moth. So she is the witch of all witches, and she uses... I really like the magic system in this book so far because she uses blood to fuel her magic. What? Anyway, she uses blood to fuel her magic, and the fresher the blood, the more potent and strong the magic is, which I love. It's such an interesting concept. It's very action-packed. So far, I'm on page 162. Very action-packed, super fast-paced, which is great because I came off of After Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I started reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Let me just tell you, it's not the right thing for me right now. Wow, this is the slowest book I've ever read. Literally, I literally had to close it and be like, I'm switching into something more exciting because the writing was beautiful. V.E. Schwab did an incredible job with the writing. I only read 160 pages. I had to stop because it's too slow and it's too unexciting. There's not much happening. There's just... Really, you're supposed to be entranced by the prose of the book, I feel. And so that was not for me, especially when you're trying to balance it with work. It's not the right type of thing to read. You can probably hear the mosque in the back. It's not the right thing to read when you really need a distraction from not being able to breathe. So this is a really good one. I wanted this was highly anticipated. I wanted this for ages. I really wish I could get the Fairy Loot edition. Maybe I'll insert it here, but obviously that's not available to me. So this is great. I love this cover anyways, and I feel like this is a 5-star anticipated read for me. Next, I went through a tough day last week. This happens pretty often, but there's a reason why it was tougher than usual. And my sister had to go and get something from the shops, and then I ended up in a bookshop to kind of have some therapy. And because I was upset, she bought me these 2 books. They're so cute. I literally said that out of the books I've seen in the store, this is what I would buy. But I wait on things. So I kind of like, because I want to read a bit first. So first she bought me Breakaway by Grace Riley, which I just thought the cover was cute. That's literally why I wanted it. It's giving icebreaker vibes. Have no idea what it's about. Apparently it's the second book in the series. It's not even the first, so I need to get the first, but still great to have. And then this I wanted because on my last video there was a comment from, I forget the name, but she said, or they said that this book was great and I should read it and react to it. So this is Atomic Habits, which I'm sure a lot of people have heard about, by James Clear. I'm sure everyone has heard about this. I really would like to read this because I want to read something that I'm going to learn something from, and so that's going to be great. It's not too long. I'm hoping to gain something out of this. This is what I want. So when I saw the comment, I was like, absolutely, I'm going to do this right away. So I got Atomic Habits, and I will react to this. If you're watching this video, that will actually come. I will be doing a reaction to this. I see graphs and things in here, so I'm hoping it's not as scary as it seems on first glance, but yeah, I believe the comment. Next one is very exciting. You may know from the back, it's adorable. I got The Long Way Home by Magnolia Parks. This is the 3rd book in the series, the 2nd about Magnolia, and I will say this is also a highly anticipated read. I love Magnolia. I'm not the biggest fan of Daisy Haight. These covers are just too much fun for the world. The other ones, we don't need to speak about the other covers, the newer covers with the new publisher. The only reason you would catch those on my shelf is because of the spines of the books, because I like the colors. But these indie published versions are so much better. I will be reading this very soon. when I need some toxicity in my life. This is going to be very soon. It's just these two books, The Crimson Moth and The Long Way Home, were on my Amazon wish list, and I was picking two books to buy off of Amazon because I haven't found books that you don't find at the bookshops, and I've been around to a lot of bookshops, and so I ordered these two. And let me tell you, Amazon is the new way. Next day, boom, at the door. It's literally so convenient, and the books came in great condition, really great condition, wrapped in bubble wrap, everything. I was a little bit hesitant at first. Great condition, thrilled, gonna do it very often, let me tell you. Once that paycheck comes through, books coming to my door. But I do need to read some more before I buy more because there's no justification for this, honestly. There's a few to be read over there. There's a few. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue is going to be sitting for a while. It's just petrifying at the very moment. At this very moment. So, let me talk about my audiobook now. I am listening to Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez because I actually have that in physical. I have the physical copy in my hometown, and I didn't want to buy it again. It just didn't seem to make very much sense, so I got it on Audible. I'm really enjoying the listen so far. I also picked Yours Truly because I believe you actually have to listen to that. You have to read that before, just for the summer, or is that what it's called? Yeah, her newest release, which is on the shelves too. So I'm glad I didn't go into that before I saw somebody say that. But you need to read Yours Truly, apparently it makes more sense. I think Rachel Catherine said that. And it is part of the same series. So I'm listening to that. It's about the best friend of the FMC in the first book, which, if you don't know what FMC is, it's female main character. The best friend, her name is Bree, and the guy's name is Jacob. And he is a new doctor in her hospital. It's about the relationship between them. She starts off not liking him, and then they get to know each other, and they start to send letters, etc., etc. I'm loving the audiobook. Whoever voices Jason, not Jason, Jacob, whoever voices Jacob in Yours Truly on Audible, is great. I will be listening to audiobooks if he is in them because he is so good. He sounds great. He makes the character so much more endearing. A lot of the women on Audible, it just sounds so false, and if you know what I'm saying, false and put on all the time, which it is. But the guy voicing Jacob, I wish I knew his name, makes it sound very real and genuine. So I really appreciate that, and it makes me enjoy it a lot more. So yeah, I'm listening to that when I stock shelves at work, or when I am walking, or when I am doing the laundry. It's actually great that I've started doing that. It's a great way to actually get more reading in. Unfortunately, my job is not an admin job, so I can't just type away and be listening to blah 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 in my ears while I do this. It's not a thing that happens, but it is there as an option, so I love it. And so yeah, that's my update for you guys. Tomorrow I have work again, and I have no idea how many pages I'm going to read. I'm watching a movie after this, and then maybe I'll read after that. I would like to get to page 200 by the end of the night. We'll see if that's going to happen, or in the morning. I think I'm going to wake up a bit earlier to read. So we will see how that goes. I am not the one to say if this is the truth that I'm telling you. It could be falsified, but we'll see.